Let's talk a little bit about the latest news of the day. I mean, interestingly, this new trade deal with China being talked about late last night. How significant is that, and the progress which the administration seems to have made pretty quickly with China?
Well, as Donald Trump would say, it's a big deal. It is a big deal, and comes in the face of his campaigning against almost the opposite. In other words, we've got now all kinds of good things going on with China as a result of this morning's announcement. His ambassador is someone who's been a friend of Mr. Xi for 30 years, former governor of Iowa, biggest trade representative, if you will, for the U.S. to China over the past couple of decades. So we've got good things going on with China, and China's doing a lot of good things now with its One Belt, One Road stuff. So I think we have some, that's one of the reasons that the markets are as non-volatile as they've been, because you have the economic backdrop and the things going on in the markets.
Right.
Like the China thing being offsetting the Trump stuff.
But this deal kind of suggests that Trump is taking an about-face on trade. And if that's the case, this departure from this protectionist stance, does this mean one should actually get more exposure to international stocks, knowing that trade may not be as big of an issue going forward?
The last part of your question, Sam, the answer is yes. The first part, not so much. I think Trump, we don't know exactly where he's going to go, but I think he's a real world business person. And I think that this is yet one more example of this. People say a lot of things to get elected, and then once in office, if they're smart, they do what he just did last night, or his representatives did. I think that what's going on in Europe, for example, over the past week, the numbers coming out of there, the numbers out of China this morning, the numbers out of Hong Kong last night, these are all good numbers. In the first quarter, we had the European stocks almost double the rate of earnings gain of the U.S. stocks, and the same in the market. So I think that not to have an exposure there is a dumb thing.